My name is Isaiah Harris. You saw me in an earlier video where I unboxed a bunch of plastic knives. These cold steel training knives. Reason why I like them is because they're nice and strong, but they're cheap. You can buy them for like $11.99. Get them from the Cold Steel website. You can get them from Amazon. Good quality training knives. The reason why I like them being so cheap is you can buy a whole heck of a lot of them, and you can make them, or you know, when you're doing knife disarms and you're going through technique and whatnot, you don't have to bend over or pick up the knife over and over and over. Your partner doesn't have to pick up knives. You can continue to flow and get the muscle memory, and you don't have to think, oh crap, now I got to pick up this knife, and then you have to reset. You know, you can deal with the threat as it comes to you, as opposed to trying to reset and reset. All right, so we're going to start off showing you some technique, showing you a disarm that I like for straight on thrust, and we'll go from there. This video is mostly going to be about disarming and about these knives. So we'll get to it. All right, so with this technique, again, it's like a straight on thrust, going from my abdomen, from my chest, from my throat. He's just gonna try and stab me where he wants to, okay? As he does that, I'm gonna do the technique. And what I'm doing is essentially stepping to one side, go ahead, and directing his hand, okay? So I wanna be on the outside of his blade, okay? And I want you to hold on to it like, you know, like he's gonna really try and hold on to this. He's got a white knuckle grip, okay? It's not very easy to get it out of his hand, all right? All right? And the reason why you do that is because, especially if adrenaline's pumping and he's really trying to kill you, he's gonna have a freaking grip on that hand. And since a lot of knife companies make grips really well, it's gonna be hard to get from them, all right? So all I'm doing is stepping to the side, come in slow. I'm gonna feed his hand up to my other hand. And this hand, I'm gonna take my thumb, put it on his middle finger. I'm gonna bring it to my chest. I'm gonna step in. Okay? Good?
I'm good.
Once I'm in this position where I have control of him, okay, all I need to do is slightly lean forward and twist to the side. Okay, come on. And it's gonna tweak his wrist, okay? He's trying to resist me right now, but it's his forearm strength against my body and my core strength. Okay, I'm using bigger muscles than what he's using, okay? Once I get that bend, all I need to do is get underneath the handle and I can rake it away, okay? Really get a good grip on there, really get a good grip, okay? Even if he holds on like that, like it's his last desperate hope, either he's gonna fall to the ground or I'm gonna twist his wrist till it breaks. But since this is trained, we don't want to hurt each other. I'm just taking it out of his hand. But anyway, go ahead.
My leg, my fucking leg.
You're good. So we're gonna do the same technique. We're gonna step back a little bit. We're gonna do the same technique. Only difference is he's gonna go a little bit faster, and we'll kind of show you kind of more real world speed. And then after that, we'll have him do both hands and do different things, and I have to react to it. All right, when you're ready.
All right.
If you don't get the technique perfect, no big deal. All you got to do is make sure you're keeping him off balance. And as long as you end up in the same position, you're fine. Now we're going to try again. When you start going at speed, you got to be real careful not to hurt your opponent in training. In real life, you know,
Fuck him.
yeah, in real life, just mess them up. But anyway, so we'll do this again, and then I'll show you another technique before we go with a bunch of different knives and such. All right, ready? When you're ready. I don't mean to throw you. It just happens.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. When you're ready. You good?
I'm fine.
All right. You son of a bitch.
You might have pushed that one out of me.
It's all good.
I blame lunch.
Anyway, I'm going to show you another technique.
We can edit the part out.
Nah, it's all good. So in this technique, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use both hands. Okay? I'm going to cross my hands. So basically, he has a wall that he has to get through. Reason why you don't want to do both is because if he's going high and he does a feint, and I'm going down with both hands, he can go right up into my throat, into my chest, and I'm giving him a shoot directly where he wants to stab. So you don't want to do that. When you come in, you want to basically cross your arms and bring them out, okay? So when he comes in, I'm stopping like this, okay? And again, I'm using superior force here. I'm stopping him before he has a lot of leverage. Okay, go ahead and try and stab me. Stab. All right? He doesn't have a lot of leverage where he's at. And at the same time, he has to go through two of my arms with one of his. Okay? From this position here, again, I'm going to grab that knuckle, this time with my right hand, and all I'm going to do is twist up. Okay? Once I'm in this position, go ahead and stand up if you can. Can you walk forward?
Yeah.
Once I have him in this position, he's completely at my mercy. If he tries to go low blow or try and hit me or something, all I got to do is push slightly down on this shoulder, and it does hurt. Basically, you can tear someone's rotator cuff pretty quickly. Okay? So, the knife, at this point, I'm not worried about the knife. If I want to, I can strip it. Okay? But in this position, I can start wailing on him if I want to. I can knee him to the face. I can do whatever I want. He's at my mercy. Okay? And again, yes, you can take the knife from him and use it on him if you want. Okay, again, if he's trying to kill you, hurt you, screw him up. Okay? You're trying to win the fight and go home. Okay. You good?
I'm fine.
So again, as he comes in, I'm blocking. Okay? All I'm going to do is rotate down, grab that knuckle, twist. Okay? That's all I need to do. This arm is all I need to keep him from going anywhere. Okay? All right. So that's the second technique. We'll go full speed real quick. All right, ready? Go, go. Just like that. Didn't even get close to my stomach. these things do hurt. So reason why we like that is if he actually makes contact, you'll see I'll grimace. It does hurt, but that's a good thing. It gives me a little bit of extra incentive to make sure I get the technique right. We'll do one more and then I'll show for like an ice pick grip. Okay, go. You good?
Oh, I'm fine.
Okay.
I mean, you're kind of holding me down towards your balls for a second there, but aside from that, I'm all good.
All right. All right. Now he's going to come with an ice pick grip, rondel, dagger grip, whatever you want to call it. There's a lot of different names for it. Master grip, something like that. But
I know why they call it that.
Anyway, all right. So you're going to come in. We're going to go slow first so we can show the technique, and then we'll go fast. Okay, go ahead. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm coming up to block myself, okay? I'm doing two things. I'm blocking in case he throws a punch or in case he starts connecting. And all I'm doing is I'm shooting in, okay? So as I'm shooting in, we'll go real slow. In training, you don't want to do this because you can really jack someone up. But in real life, what you're doing is you're coming with this elbow to either the throat, the jaw, come this way a little bit, the eye socket, you know. There's a lot of different places you can hit. I really don't care where I'm hitting. I'm just driving my elbow into his face as I'm wrapping it around, okay? So I'm bringing my hands up in a defensive posture, come in, and I'm shooting in. Once I'm in this position, I'm gonna tuck his elbow to my chest. Again, he doesn't have the leverage I do, okay? So all I have to do, hold right there. All I have to do is hold his arm to my chest and he can't do anything. Go ahead, try stab me. Okay, I can even hold him with one hand. If I really want to, I can keep both hands on him, okay? There's not much he can do, okay? There's a lot of things in this position that you can do, okay? Just by grabbing your other hand, your other arm, and rotating up and out, I can put pressure on his shoulder. By stepping out and twisting, I can put a lot of stress on his elbow and his wrist, okay? Again, once I'm in this position, I don't really care if he has a knife or not because I'm holding all the cards. I can strike him, I can strip away his knife, I can do whatever I want, okay? We essentially, you're just controlling that limb. You can also rotate this hand, grab the back of his, pull it out with your left hand. Again, now I've got him in a wrist lock here, and I have all the leverage, okay? And I have the knife. So really it doesn't matter which hand you use, just whichever one is convenient at the time to be able to end the fight. I'm not trying to waste effort and time disposing of him because he might have a friend. He might have 5 friends. You don't know. So you want to get rid of that first threat as fast as possible so that you can deal with other threats. Okay? One more time, real slow. As he comes in, I'm striking and I'm putting my arm around. Okay? It actually almost got my forehead there. I felt it. All right. Now we're going to go full speed.
Okay.
Drop it. Drop it. Sorry.
I'm fine.
I always feel like I'm going to hurt you.
Well, you hit me harder than that before.
Okay. All right.
When I was 5 with a shovel right in the face.
Don't let him lie to you. He was that ugly when he was born. No. So there's another technique that we didn't really discuss, but it's essentially almost the same one. So if he's coming for the topward stab, okay, all I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this arm up while I bring this arm down, okay? So I'm going to do the same thing as if it's an ice pick grip. So if he comes in for attack, I'm just going to go like that, okay? Easiest way to do it. Go ahead, do another one. Okay. Another thing that you can do is, again, you're trying to get to the outside of his hand. You have to either make it so then he has to change position to go for another stab, or he has to do a backhand slash, which doesn't have as much power. So I'm stepping to the side. I'm getting around. So if he's coming in, you might see me do this while we're doing it. That's why we're discussing it. We didn't actually go over them, but I'm just kind of showing you. Go ahead. All right, go ahead. Just step into the outside, essentially. Trying to keep him from... You are putting a grip on there, aren't you? It's all right, I have something for that. Anyway, essentially you're just trying to control that limb. So, all right. So he's going to come at me with different knives, different hands, and he's just going to try and get me, and I'm going to try and deal with the threat. If you get stabbed in this training, it's okay. Okay, in real life, of course, you don't want to, but in this training, you will get tagged, you will get stabbed. That's okay. That just shows you where you need to improve on your technique. So he's going to come at me, and I'm going to try and deal with him, okay? We're going to try and not strike. In real life, I'd be striking, but we're not trying to hurt each other in training. So we're going to preclude striking until we have good pads. All right. When you're ready. Essentially, what we're doing with this is once I strip the knife from him, he has to stop fighting. That's one knife. He's trying to control the base, but it don't matter. He doesn't want me to take the step because he doesn't want me to be the one in control.
Works better if you have sheaths.
Yeah, but you can't carry that many knives in sheaths. It's hard. When you're doing throwing techniques, yes, you'll drop some knives. It's okay. Drop it. We'll get back in the frame for you. That way you can see
I only gotta get thrown to the ground 5 more times. Sweet.
So, if you notice, he's panting, I'm not. That's not because I'm in better shape. I'm definitely not in better shape. The difference is he has to work 2 to 3 times harder than I do because I'm using leverage.
Okay.
You good?
Oh, I'm fine.
All right, good.
If the left hand thrusts look sloppy, it's because I am severely right-handed.
That's not a technique we showed you, but it's all right. I still dealt with it. I'll show all those later. Can't do it all in one video. But all I want is a smooch.
I'm calling HR.
So there you go. 10 times dealing with it. 10 different knives. Kept going. Get the adrenaline going. Get the heart rate going. See you on the next one.
Ah, victory. It's the sweetest thing I've tasted
Victory is mine!
tasted since your mom's fat ass.